welcome back to the Zero to Here podcast. I am your host, Danny Dumas. Producer Carl, what up?
Hey, how's it going?
Doing well, man. Doing well. I am super fired up to be talking about this one. This is something that I am very passionate about, and I'm super pumped to just kind of explain my thoughts and mindset around work-life balance. The reason that I'm so fired up about it is because I feel like when I do express myself on this type of topic, not many people understand me, and they kind of think I'm just putting on a front or a show. To me, work-life balance is really just finding what makes you happy, and whether that is 40-hour work week, getting away every weekend, playing on a softball team, hanging out with your kids every evening, or whether it is the grind and the love of the process, building a business and working your butt off. And I think that is a completely subjective topic. I think that everyone kind of has their own idea and needs to figure out who they are and what things make them happy. To kind of describe my philosophy on this kind of stuff, there's a couple stories that happened to me recently that I'm going to share. First one, I was just scrolling through Facebook a few weeks ago, and I think it was a Monday. I saw a friend who had been away for the weekend and had posted a photo and a comment just saying, it was really nice to get out of cell reception for the weekend, back in town, had a great relaxing weekend. And even just reading that, for me, I feel this weird anxiety in my stomach that I couldn't imagine being out of cell reception for 2 days. This is not a joke, Carl. This is serious. I got into hiking a lot this summer. In August, I went almost every day, and I did a few different ones at the beginning: Lynn Peak, Seymour. Went out to Bunsen Lake in Port Moody a few times. I kept going back to Seymour, and literally the sole reason for going back to Seymour is I had cell reception the whole way up the mountain.
So any other places you had no cell reception?
Bunsen, no cell reception. Lynn Valley, no cell reception. So I just kept going back to Seymour. It's a great hike, and it's a lot of fun, and it's in the sun most of the time, which is awesome. But it literally is so that when I get to the top of the mountain, I can sit up there, drink a beer, have lunch, and work. Answer emails.
When's the last time you took an extended period from your phone?
I can't remember, man. Seriously. I'm not joking. For me, it comes down to figuring out who you are, and work is a super important part of my life. I absolutely love the grind that is running a business, is running a real estate business. And I just I'm not there yet. I talk about this obsessive desire for growth and been asked all the time. Oh, well, let's actually talk to you a little bit about this second story. So I was having a conversation with my dad. I went out for dinner with him about a month ago. And one of his comments to me, I was just chatting about work. I think I had to step out of our dinner for a few minutes to take a phone call. I actually got an accepted offer through the dinner, so it was worth taking that phone call. But he makes this comment and he says, don't you feel like you're going to get burnt out? And my exact response, I remember it so clearly. My exact response is, why? This is what makes me happy. If I'm not working, it's tough to breathe. I get this anxious feeling in my stomach, and I don't know. I feel more comfortable. I feel more excited when I'm working than when I'm not. And a lot of people don't understand that, but it is what it is. And I've, in the last couple of years, especially, I've figured out who I am, and I'm super comfortable and confident in who I am. I've also been able to kind of figure out when I need the breaks. And in this real estate business, it's a pretty cyclical year. The spring is nuts. The summer is slower, and December is slow. So it kind of gives you an opportunity a couple months a year to take it a little bit easier, but it's not uncommon in the spring from February to June that I'm working 90, 100-hour weeks, and it's fun. It's 7 days. It's on all the time. You're up at 6, you're in bed at midnight or 1 a.m. and it's an enjoyable grind that I really, really like. And I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
It just doesn't feel like work to you, right?
I just love it. I love the idea that I'm getting better every day. And I know a lot of people don't understand it, and I know that it's not for everyone, and I don't necessarily wish this type of mindset on other people, but I've just kind of figured out what works for me, and I'm pumped about it, and I love it. And it's not like I never turn it off. I do try to get away a couple times a year. Usually once in the spring, usually once in the fall. Depending on Christmas schedules and stuff like that with family, I try to get away over Christmas as well. But when I'm in town, I'm on 7 days a week. I rarely ever put my phone on silent, if ever. But I don't know. I love the grind, and I think clients see that and appreciate that, which is again helping our business grow.
When was the last time you took a long vacation?
Summer of 2015.
What'd you do?
Went to Europe.
Nice.
Did a cruise in Europe. While I was on the cruise, I firmed up 5 properties. So
that's amazing.
I did not take a break from work, but I was
full cell phone reception.
Most of the time on the boat, I was actually pretty good. And you're on the boat every day.
Nice.
So being able to answer emails and calls was important to me. But yeah, as always, I would love to hear your comments, guys. Whether they're positive, negative, or if you have your own little blurbs about work-life balance, I'd love to hear them. Hit me up on Instagram, denny.duma, or send me an email. Check the podcast notes. Later.